Being afraid of the ball as a goalkeeper is obviously not optimal. Understand that every goalkeeper at some point in their career have been afraid of the ball, especially young goalkeepers. In this video, I'll be giving you some drills, tips and strategies that you can apply to your goalkeeping training so that you can overcome your fear of the ball. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Many goalkeepers struggle with the fear of the ball. And if you think about it, why wouldn't they? No one wants to have someone shoot a hard ball at your face, in your stomach, between your legs, or wherever it should be. Nothing about that is normal, but thankfully, we as goalkeepers, we aren't as normal as the normal people. So the first thing you need to do if you're afraid of the ball is to acknowledge the fear. By acknowledging the fear of the ball shows that you're willing to work on the fear. All goalkeepers have once had the fear of the ball, so there's nothing strange about being afraid of the ball. If you tell yourself that you're not afraid, but your game and your training shows that you're afraid, you will never get over your fear of the ball. The second thing you need to do is to reflect on any past experiences that you had that made you feel this fear. It could have been in a one-on-one situation where the striker is free on goal and hits your face, and you got nosebleed, or you broke your nose, or whatever it should be. You have to reflect on what causes this fear and start working on it. So my first tip for you, if you're afraid of the ball, is to always have a great warm-up. If you start every practice without a proper warm-up, the chances of you being afraid of the ball only increases. When we warm up, when we get our blood flowing, when we get our bodies warm, you're not as afraid of the ball as you are when you're just going into goal, having a few volleys in your hand and you think you're ready to play the game. So always have a proper warm-up. My second tip is to practice. The better you become as a goalkeeper, the more confident you become in your technique, your handling technique, your diving technique, your one-on-one technique, whatever it should be, the less afraid you'll be of the ball. By practicing hard and getting the proper goalkeeping technique and become a better goalkeeper will massively decrease your fear of the ball. My third tip for you is to use appropriate balls. If you're a young goalkeeper, don't start off with size 5 balls because these balls are heavier, they're bigger, and they do hurt a little bit more than junior size balls. Playing with size 5 balls and you constantly get hit in your body and you constantly turn away because you're afraid of the ball will only develop a bad technique. What you also can do is to use softer balls. For example, these big fitness balls that you find around fitness centers. They can bounce off your body. It feels just like air. You'll feel absolutely nothing. So start practicing with those balls. You can also find smaller balls that are really soft and they don't hurt at all. So always play with the appropriate size of balls to overcome your fear of the ball. So my fourth tip is a bit of an oddball, but it's something that my old goalkeeping coach taught me, is to have someone throw the ball at your body. You can start with your stomach, then move up to your chest and end with your head. You can start with a softer ball and gradually move up to the ball size that you normally use. By doing this, your body becomes used to being hit by the ball. And if you think about it, that is what we do as goalkeepers. Everything is repetition, is consistency. And by you being hit by more and more balls, and you'll gradually find out that it doesn't hurt at all, your body will get used to it. And when your body gets used to it, your mind will get used to it, and you will gradually get over your fear of the ball. So my final tip is to practice one-on-ones. Obviously, being hit by close-range balls is a lot more frightening than being hit by long shots. If you start practicing your one-on-ones and get used to these situations and get the proper goalkeeping technique, you will also get over your fear of the ball. I see many goalkeepers coming out, they try to narrow the angle, but just as the striker shoots, they turn their body because they think that this will protect them more. But the truth is, getting the ball to your cheek does hurt a lot more than getting your ball here. One tip that I got from my goalkeeping coach is to tilt your head forwards. And when you do that, the ball will hit your forehead instead of hitting your nose. So now, instead of turning your body, start tilting your head forward. You can still see the ball through the top of your eyes. And when you get hit by the ball, it will only hit your forehead and go down to the ground. It doesn't hurt at all. So those are my tips for you if you're afraid of the ball. Being afraid of the ball as a goalkeeper is obviously not something we want to be. And the only chance of you getting over your fear of the ball is if you admit that you're afraid of the ball, you understand that it's normal to be afraid of the ball, you always make sure that you have a proper warm-up, you practice to get better as a goalkeeper, you start with softer balls, you develop the right technique, And in one-on-one situations, try tilting your head forward and you will gradually get over your fear of the ball. The ball can be frightening, but if you use these tips and tricks that I just showed you, you'll soon overcome your fear of the ball. Please tell me in the comment section down below if you found any of those tips useful, if you're gonna apply any of them to your goalkeeping routine. Some of them might have been a bit strange, but I promise you they do work. So that was the video, guys. Hopefully you got some value from this video that will help you overcome the fear of the ball. If you found this video valuable, please do like this video. Also, subscribe to our channel. If you want to watch the next video on our channel, please do click the link somewhere here above my head. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you soon.